Hey guys, it's me, Dana Hanlon. I am back for another Pilates wheel workout, and today we are going to be using the DLX system. And I've got my blue springs attached to my extender straps. I've got my handles attached to my blue springs, and I've got my foot loops put aside because we are going to use those later. Today we're doing an all neutral spine class. So if you are a person who has any bulging discs or herniated discs in your spine and you need to keep your spine in neutral while you exercise, this is the workout for you, okay? And as always, please consult with your healthcare provider before starting this exercise program. And yeah, let's get started, okay? So extender straps, blue springs, handles, foot straps we're saving for later. And let's spin it around so we're facing away from our anchor and lie down onto our back, right? So we're here in our neutral spine. My tailbone is pressing into the mat. My bra strap area or T-point is pressing into the mat. My vertebrae in between those 2 points are in their natural arc. My ribs are closing together and my navel is drawing in towards the spine. So that's the neutral spine that we're gonna stay in while we're in this lying down supine position. Let's grab onto both of our handles and reach the arms up to the sky. So I want you to feel enough tension on your ropes. I'm gonna shimmy down just a little bit so that I have a nice amount of tension on my ropes while we do our ab work, yeah? So first I'm gonna press halfway down into my straps so that my triceps, the back of my arms are engaged. My lat muscles are engaged and my ribs are pulling together and my belly's pulling in. One at a time, I'm going to bring my legs up to tabletop and I'm going to keep my tailbone pressing down into the floor. And I'm just going to start a little easy march with my legs. One leg goes down, taps the floor and lifts back up while my pelvis stays still and the other leg lowers and lifts, right? So keep marching it out here, and your goal is to keep your pelvis completely still. Keep your lumbar spine, your lower back completely still. Nothing moves but the legs, right? They just hinge down and hinge back up. So inhale, lower, exhale, draw the belly in deeper as you lift, down and up for 8 and 7, for 6 and 5, for 4 and 3 and 2 and down and up. Okay, perfect. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock it side to side. Do what feels good for your back, and then press back out into your handles. Bring your legs back up to tabletop. Now one leg is going to reach straight up towards the ceiling. And I'm going to keep the other leg in tabletop. My shoulders are pressing down and I'm really pressing into those handles. I'm going to lower that straight leg down, and then I'm going to keep my pelvis and my other leg still as I circle it around and come back up. So it lowers straight down, it circles around to return to the ceiling, down and around. So your goal is to keep everything really still and stable as you circle that leg. My tabletop leg isn't moving. My spine's not moving. My belly is drawing in so deeply. This is 7. Let's do one more for 8. Down, around, and up. Hug the knees in. Take one inhale and exhale right here. Bring it back out to your start position. Same leg. You're going to work the same leg in the opposite direction. So I'm going to take the leg out to the side, sweep it down, and zip it right up the middle. Out, around, and down, gluing the ribs together for 3, around, and up, 4, and lift, 4 more, 4, and up, 4, 3, and lift, 4, 2, and up, last time, around, and up. Hug the knees into the chest and take an inhale and an exhale. Now let's do the other leg. So I'm pressing into my straps. I'm in my neutral spine. My legs are in tabletop. Other leg is going to lift up to the ceiling, and I'm going to point that toe. Bring it down. Keep everything still as you circle it out and around to return back up towards the ceiling. Down, around, and up. Inhale and exhale. 4. And 4 more. Keep pressing into your handles. 3, drawing the belly in. 2, trying to keep everything completely still except that leg. And last time, down, around, up. Hug it in. Take a big inhale, exhale. Okay, now press it back out. Same leg, opposite direction. So it opens out to the side and it sweeps down and it zips right up the middle. Inhale and exhale. 3, around and up. 4, around and up. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And hug it all the way in. One more nice deep breath here. And then bring the legs back up to tabletop and make sure that tailbone is pressing down deeply into your mat. We're going to keep our head down because we're staying in neutral spine. Take an inhale right here, and on your exhale, press the arms down and the legs long, right? So notice my legs are not going super low. They're staying about 45 degrees so I can make sure that I keep my abs locked in and my back doesn't arch. Inhale, bend and reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press everything long for 7. Inhale, exhale 6. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 3. And 2. And last time. Bring it in. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Do what feels good. One last little thing here for our abs, and then we'll move on. So I'm going to continue to press halfway into my straps, and I'm pressing halfway into my handles so that my abs can stay really locked in place, right? And my legs come back up to tabletop. I'm going to keep that perfect 90-degree angle that I have with my legs, and I'm just going to hinge and lower it down while I keep my pelvis still, and I exhale, come back up. Inhale to lower. Exhale, pull the belly in deeper to lift. 6 more. Inhale down and exhale up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and done. Okay, let the arms relax and release for a moment. We're going to keep our legs at tabletop and just work some arms here. So make sure you've got enough tension on your ropes that your arm work is challenging. If it feels a little easy, you can always shimmy down a little bit more away from your anchor. Bring the legs back up to tabletop, and we're going to start with some arm circles. So I'm going to press the arms down. I'm going to open out to the side while I glue my ribs together and then lift back up to the ceiling. Down, around, and up. 3 and 4, 4, 5, and 6. Keeping tension on the ropes at all times, right? And 8. And now let's reverse. Glide it out to the side, press it down to the hip, and lift it up to the ceiling. For 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now bring the legs down to the floor, keep them glued together, and then glide those elbows down to the floor as well. Elbows are going to stay on the floor. They're not going to move. You're just going to press that forearm down to work some tricep and bend back up. Press long and bend. 10 and 9. 8. Feel the back of the arm working. Keep pulling the navel towards the spine and gluing the ribs together. 6, and 5, 4, 4, and 3, and 2, and last time, press it long. Now hold it here extremely slowly on a 4 count. Let's bend it back up towards the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's come up and switch to our foot loops. We're gonna do a little set of feet and straps here. I don't know if you guys can hear my friend the cricket in the background, but there's a cricket in here and I can't find him, so he's just adding some background music to our workout today. Fold your foot loop in half, slip it right through the carabiner. Okay, make sure everything's nice and even, and then let's lay back down and work some legs in our neutral spine position. So I'm going to put one foot in at a time. Now, give yourself a little test here. Lying down, I just want you to lower the legs and lift them back up and make sure that you've got enough tension on your ropes and you know what to do. If you want it to be a little bit harder, shimmy away from your anchor, right? Otherwise, let's start with some large circles. So I'm going to keep my legs externally rotated so that my glute medius muscle just kind of wraps around and my heels are together and my toes are apart. I'm going to lower down and circle out and around. The heels meet back up at the ceiling and my tailbone is staying down. So my legs are never lifting so far up towards the ceiling that my tailbone lifts, right? Everything stays locked in that neutral spine. Down and around for 3, and 4, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9. One more time, down around, the heels meet up at the top and then we reverse. Sweep it down, glue the heels together and lift. Zipping the inner thighs together and bring it up. 8 and up. 4, 7 and lift. 6 and zip. For 5. So as my legs circle and lower, my abs just lock in place, right? Keeping everything so still and stable in that neutral spine, and my legs are just gliding around in my hip socket. Okay, now let's bring it back up to 45 degrees. My heels are together and my toes are apart. Now I'm going to flex my feet and bend my knees into a frog, and I'm going to squeeze the heels together as tightly as I can and use all of my inner thigh muscle fibers to press the heels long. I bend and I press the heels away from me. 10 and press. 9. So really feel that engagement through your inner thighs. Really feel those inner thighs working to press the heel away from you. 4 and 5, 4, 6, and 7. This is 8 and 9, and hold it out here on 10. Okay, so I'm going to keep my heels flexed and I'm going to open my legs up. V for victory, right? The letter V. I'm going to draw the letter V by drawing my heels down towards the ground and bringing them together and then lifting right back up towards the ceiling. So I'm just drawing that big letter V, and every time my heels come together down at the bottom, my inner thighs are drawing that motion, right? Inner thighs are really like steering the wheel here. Think of it that way. They're leading the way. 6 more. 6 and 5 and 4, 4, 3 and 2 1. Now bring the legs back up, V for victory. We're still in that neutral spine. Tailbone is really pressing down. Now I'm going to point my toes and I'm going to draw my little tiny dinner plates. If you've taken my classes before, you know I love these little dinner plates, feet and straps, because you're really burning out those inner thighs at this point, and I love it, right? Tiny little dinner plates. Inner thighs are drawing together here. 3, 2, and 1, and now reverse the direction for 10 and 9. So you've got that nice external rotation of your femurs, of your legs, and your belly's drawing in. 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9, and 10. And now let's add those two movements together. So 3 little dinner plate circles. 3, 2, 1, and then draw the V. Down and open. Circle for 3, 2, 1, and down and open. Circle for 3, 2, 1, and together and open. Circle for 3, 2, 1, and down and up. Circle for 3, 2, 1, and close and open. Last time for 3 and 2 and 1, and bring the heels together and bend it all the way in. Okay, let's take our feet out of our straps, drop them down to the ground, come onto your side and roll all the way up. Okay, let's keep our foot loops on actually, and let's get a little bit of booty work. So we're going to stay in our neutral spine. We're in a quadruped position, right? So I'm going to bring both hands onto my straps, and I'm just going to keep them there so that my non-working strap stays in place. My back is nice and flat, and my lower belly is pulling up towards the small of my back. I'm going to take my left foot, the foot closest to you, and put it right into the strap. And again, I've got my hands pressing into my straps to keep everything in place. And I'm just going to take the leg from a bent position and press the heel long like there's a door behind me and I'm shutting the door. So I press out and I bend for 10, 9, 8. So I'm feeling the glute squeeze as I press back for 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And now I'm going to add on from here. I press out and I kick it up and bend back in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now I'm going to keep the knee bent, and I'm going to press that heel up to the ceiling and bring it right back down again. 20, 19, 18, hug your belly in. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Keep your shoulders soft and down your back. 11. Okay, last 10 and 9 for 8, 7, 6, and 5 for 4 and 3 and 2. And let's hold this one up at the top. Hold it up there. Really squeeze into that glute. 20 little pulses. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the foot down. Take your foot out of the loop. Widen your knees and press back into a nice little flat back child's pose here. and let that glute stretch out. Take one nice deep inhale and exhale, and then let's come up, and of course, we gotta do the other side, right? So other foot's gonna go right into my loop. My hands are resting on my ropes to keep everything in place. And I'm gonna make sure my knees are under my hips and my hands are right under my shoulders. And I'm just gonna press that leg back and bend. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we add that little kick. We press back and kick up and bend. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And now let's keep the knee bent and press the heel up to the ceiling and drop it down. We've got 20, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure that belly's hugging in for 6, 7, squeezing the glute for 8, 9. Okay, last 10 of these right here, up and down for 10. Press the heel all the way up for 9, 8, and 7, for 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it up here. We've got 20 pulses up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee down, take the foot out, widen the knees and press back into a nice little flat back child's pose here, just to stretch out those glutes. And then let's come up, right? So let's change back into our handles. Take our foot loops out. I'm going to put the handles right back on. And I want to work a little chest expansion here, classic Pilates exercise, right? So I'm going to stand up onto my knees. My glutes are squeezing tight, my hamstrings are engaged, my fingertips are pressing down, and my shoulders are rolled back and open, right? Belly's pulling in. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale and sweep those fingertips down and back, and then release. Again, inhale, sweep the fingertips down and back, and release. Let's do 8 more. Inhale, and exhale. For 7, 6, 5, and 4, and 3, 2. Now I'm going to hold this next one back. I'm going to hold it back here, and I'm going to widen and narrow my hands for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms forward. I'm going to come forward towards my anchor about 2 or 3 inches, and I'm going to tuck my toes underneath me. My palms are going to face behind me, and I want to work a little bit of tricep here. So again, I'm in that neutral spine because my back is very, very flat, and my belly is hugging in. And I'm just going to take both of those palms of my hands and press it back into a little tricep kickback, right? For 8, 7. So elongate that elbow all the way out. Really press the arm straight back behind you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and done. Okay, so now let's flip it around. We're gonna face away. We're gonna do another classic Pilates exercise, the Hugga Tree. And I wanna come back up to stand on my knees. Now give yourself one little test route, right? See where you are tension-wise. Like I'm too far away from my anchor to maintain proper form, so I'm gonna scooch back a little bit. I'm gonna keep my thumbs in my peripheral vision at all times, so I'm never opening up back here. I'm always keeping it in my peripheral. And then I'm using my chest and my bicep to close and open. So it's like I'm hugging around a giant beach ball, and my hands come down below my breastbone. So 10 and open. For 9, you want to make sure that you're always keeping tension on those ropes, but that it's not so much tension that it gets into your shoulders and your shoulders start shrugging up by your ears, right? For 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1, and done. Okay. So last thing here, I want to finish with one last set of abs in our neutral spine so we can really get that good ab workout and keep our discs nice and healthy. So lay all the way back down. Make sure you're far enough away so that you have enough tension on your ropes. I'm going to shimmy down so I have a little bit more tension, right? And I'm going to stay in that halfway position just like we were when we started. So I'm really engaged through my lat muscles and my serratus muscle and my triceps, and that helps me to lock my abs in and draw the navel in towards the spine. I'm going to bring both legs up to tabletop, and then from there I'm going to flex both feet and reach both legs up to the sky, and I'm going to make sure that my tailbone is all the way down. I'm not up here where that's not neutral spine because my tailbone is not down, right? So roll that tailbone down, press the belly into the spine, take the right leg and lower it down, and as it lifts, the left leg lowers. So scissor kicks for 10, 9, and 9, 8, and 8, for 7, and 6, and 6, and 5, keep breathing, 4, and 3, and 2, and 2, and 1, and 1, and let's bring both legs back in. Elongate both legs out so that they're on the ground, and we're going to stay in that little halfway position with our arms, and I'm going to take my arms just a little bit wider. So I'm going to bring my right leg up to the ceiling, and I'm going to externally rotate it so that my heel is facing inwards, my toes are facing out, and we're just going to do a little leg circle in this position. So I'm going to drop it down, circle it out and around, trying to keep my pelvis still, down, around, and up. For 3, inhale and exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knee in, and then reach it right back up to the ceiling, and let's reverse the direction. So I inhale and sweep it out, and exhale, sweep it across for 8. Inhale and exhale, 7. Inhale and exhale, 6. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And knee comes in, stretch it long, bring the left leg up, externally rotate it. It's reaching for the ceiling. We're going to inhale and sweep across the midline of the body, and exhale, circle around for 8. Inhale, exhale, 7. Make sure you're still pressing deeply into your straps for 6. Inhale and exhale for 5 and 4. So you want to keep your pelvis still, so your circle is only as big as you can maintain that nice hip stability, right? 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Hug the knee into the chest. 1 breath, and then press into your handles. Press the leg back up to the ceiling. We reverse the direction. We inhale and sweep it open, and exhale, sweep it across for 8. Inhale, exhale, 7. Inhale, exhale, 6. Inhale, exhale, 5. For 4, 3, 2, the knee in. Hug both knees in. Let go of your handles. And just bring those knees in and let your whole back relax. And then let's turn onto our side and come all the way up to a seated position. So I hope you feel lots of stability and strength from that workout. And I'd love to see you back here again soon. And have a great day. Bye.